Hi, I'm here with Colm from CrossFit Ireland and his guns.
Well, and this is FSM RX'd.
Dark Knight. Hey guys, it's Stephen Kinsella here from FSM RX'd, and I'm here today in the new CrossFit Ireland with Colm O'Reilly, owner and head coach at CrossFit Ireland. Colm, welcome to the show.
Cool, thanks. I thought I said the FSM RX'd bit.
We say that at the end so we can put that in the start of the video.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. 30 seconds in, I've ruined the interview.
It's organic.
Take one.
Yeah. So, Colm, we did this a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But there's some building works going on, so we came along and we did it. And since obviously then, like the building looks, everything's in, you're up and running. But for a lot of people that know you and don't know you in CrossFit, you were the first ever CrossFit coach in the country with an affiliate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone else says this.
So.
And so that was in 2009? 2007?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm that old school. You'd think I'd be better at CrossFit, wouldn't you?
Colm was that old. CrossFit Ireland was originally on Bebo. That's how
Bebo?
That's totes true, yeah. Apparently totes what to do. Yeah, the upsetting thing is I knew about CrossFit about a year before I even tried it. Like, guys in college said it and I went on the CrossFit.com website and saw the workouts and it made no sense to me, so I kind of dismissed it. And then a friend started doing it and he noticed he was a lot stronger. So I came back from holiday and did Cindy as my first CrossFit workout, looked at it and said, okay, well cool, I can do pull-ups, push-ups and squats, piece of cake. About 2 minutes in I realised just what I'd let myself in for. Was totally hooked, and within a week I was away for Stag that weekend and was like, oh well, how do I get my CrossFit fix in? So that's how hooked and how quickly I became in it. And just thinking, I'm so upset that I could have went to the 2007 CrossFit Games and then I would have been able to hold it over everyone forever. I'd be like, well, you're not a Games athlete like I am, So if you want to know my biggest regret in CrossFit straight up about it, it's that I didn't go to, because then I could have been a Games athlete and you could have never taken that away from me.
No, exactly.
So, I'm the biggest almost CrossFit Games athlete.
And you were the first level 2. I don't know if there's... Before they released the new kind of the 4 or 5 levels, you were
I was a level 2. When they did the first cert outside of the States, they did it in Manchester. I went over and they said at the end, hey, you guys are all level 2. Yeah. But they were changing the certificate process around that time. So I'm actually due to get recertified, so I need to email them and say, hey, can I just go for level 3 now at this stage? Because that'd be kind of cool just to have. So I need to email them about that. But that was fun over in Manchester with drinking in the beer garden with Greg Glassman.
Yeah, that was actually. I don't think you get no one actually gets the opportunity to do seminars with Greg Glassman anymore. So you in the kind of very humbling kind of a newborn stage of CrossFit as it was growing, and you got to meet a lot of the kind of heavy hitters, which now people would like to be.
Yeah, so in December 2007, I flew over to the States to do my level 1. Yeah. So back then, you could even open up an affiliate without a level 1 if you were due to get it within the year. And I went out for Kelly Starrett taught me how to do an air squat at my level 1. He's just this big gay boot camp instructor. He's screaming at you, but you feel really good about yourself. And I went out for dinner with them, and Pat Barber, was drinking with me, and he said, oh, I can out drink, and I was like, dude, I'm 3 beers ahead of you, so just because you're finishing the 1 beer as I'm starting mine. But we were at a table with Castro and Glassman and have I dropped enough names yet? I'll drop more as it goes on. Almost.
And then I remember CrossFit Journal. You were on the CrossFit Journal, and it was Tony Budding. I think it was Tony Budding that asked you what you drank.
Yeah.
And you said Miller.
Yeah.
And he was expecting Guinness.
They were expecting Guinness. Yeah. And still to this day can't stomach Guinness. So.
That's fair enough. Yeah. But then, like, you came back here, you opened up your first affiliate in Tala.
Yeah.
Small little place, a very unique group of people.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, to put it in perspective, probably from where we are to the wall, and not even, probably to the end of the rig. That was about it. It was about 50 square meters, and the other half was the MMA school, and like every time we dropped a weight, we broke the floor, and you know, and then eventually we put a platform in and stuff like that. That's where it started. It was just no clue what I was doing. Yeah. I mean, but that hasn't changed.
It's a learning process. It always is.
Yeah.
Always is.
And it just, like I worked from 9 to 5, but in the morning I was there, in the evening I was there, and it was just this compulsion that this was something I was meant to do, and had to do, and should do, even though it was really difficult at the time, because like I didn't know how to chase payments, I didn't know what price point to set, I had no systems in place. You know, I just thought that if I put CrossFit above the door, like people would just flock.
Walk in.
You know, if you build it, they will come, and that did not happen. Yeah. You know, let me assure you.
And even like now, if you jump forward now to 2015, there's that many CrossFits out there. You can't just open an affiliate and go, oh yeah, because we're CrossFit, we're going to make money. It's even like 10 times harder than it was back then. And back then there was you and there was Michael, the only guys in Dublin at the time, and before Ronan guys opened.
Yeah. Go on, sons.
Yeah. And that's where, like, kind of, like, when I heard of CrossFit, like, I was living in Bray, driving to Tala 5 days a week, and didn't think twice about it. Now, I'm not driving to Tala. Yeah. I have to pass 5 or 6 CrossFit just to get there. So the opportunity now for guys to get involved and do CrossFit. But for you, obviously, going with CrossFit Ireland from such a small place to now the new CrossFit Ireland, 5,000 square foot, fully kitted out, lovely facility, and if you haven't been up here to check it out, definitely make sure you drop in, give them a heads up before you do. But like, you started off like kind of bare bones and built that, and people can't seem to do that anymore. Like, it's not the industry to do that anymore.
No.
You can't just start off small and hope for the best.
Well, you could, but we had a very, very definite aim for this place. We wanted it to be, well, first of all, we knew we had to come back with a bang.
Yeah.
So we knew we had to come back with a great facility, and it was always like my big goal is to have, you know, vibrant, full-size gym, and ultimately have it sending teams to not just regionals, but games. So I wanted to have a facility that very much screamed CrossFit. I also had 5 or 6 months to plan out what the facility would look like. So this rig is design of basically Neil from 80/20. He was up there and he was like, if you don't do a wall-mounted rig. It's not as social. It's harder to coach. And you know, I remember, you know, changing rigs before, going from people squatting on top of each other to people squatting very far apart. It didn't make the thing. And then Amy said, put platforms in. So I went very quickly from, no, people don't need platforms, to, okay, I'll just put 15 platforms in my gym. So that helped as well. We wanted to have a nice wide open space, and we wanted that when people come in here, they're like, okay, this is a CrossFit gym. I'm very sort of loyal to the CrossFit brand. I think CrossFit is the sport of CrossFit, and everyone should do the sport at whatever level. You know, as people are playing soccer, they play five-a-side with their mates. You know, the same skills and abilities you need to play five-a-side to be able to run, pass, shoot, tackle. You know, that's the same as what Messi and Ronaldo and all need. Hopefully they're still soccer players. But it's just at a much higher level. I think people need to be able to, you know, control body weight, lift weights, and do stuff at a high heart rate. It's just the same difference between you and I and Froning and Fraser. You know, I think it's the same. So I wanted the place to be like that you come in and like, wow, this is a CrossFit facility. So. And
we, like, you obviously the new place, and you've coached. You have some good athletes. Sean Brown, I'm right, Sean Brown. So Sean Brown's one of your lifters. He's representing you. Like, he's doing phenomenally well. But you also, like, you've worked with Rudy Nielsen, Outlaw Way. You've gone to the games to help coach. You've been to USA weightlifting, help coach. You've helped coach in Irish weightlifting, and you've competed in Irish weightlifting. So for you, your understanding of programming, like the general basic, what you'd get from a level 1 cert, CrossFit programming, like how has your own personal programming for your clients have evolved from where you started? Like, obviously there is an evolution for every coach in programming, but is there anything that you're would you advise, say, a new CrossFit coach to stay away from or work towards?
Okay, yeah, so kind of two questions. The one on the evolution, it's probably changed a bit over time. Like initially it was just, hey, put out workouts, but I've always seemed to have an idea of how to balance out programming. I've definitely gone too far down the rabbit hole of being incredibly specific, and to the point where clients are like, okay, well, yeah, sure, this will make me better at CrossFit, but it's not motivating, and unfortunately I'm not dealing with robots, I'm dealing with people, and they need something that's exciting, and you've got to bury skill work in a workout, you've got to bury all the work they need to do to get better in something that's fun. So I've kind of gone probably too far down the strength road. But, you know, we always had the impression, and it was kind of caused, for want of a better word, by the sort of 2008 games when like things got really heavy, or the 2012 regionals when they started introducing 225 pound, 100 kilo hang power cleans. You know, the people said you need to get strong, and sure, you need to be strong at CrossFit, but it's not 1 rep max strong. So take, for example, Olympic lifting. Sure, a 1 rep max counts in Olympic lifting, and you see guys hitting, and particularly CrossFitters, they'll hit heavy cleans, but their jerks suck. So like, stop cleaning. So my latest theory is that CrossFitters don't even need to practice the clean. They'll just do enough of that in Metcons, but they do need to fix their jerk. But CrossFitters also need to be able to do a 20 rep max snatch, which is not something a weightlifter needs to do. So CrossFitters need to have the technique of lifting, but they also need to be able to exercise that at a high heart rate. You know, you've got to, doesn't matter if your PB is 120 if you can't string 9 unbroken snatches together at 60 for Amanda, for example. So there's definitely that sort of element of not making the barbell work as 1 rep max focused as I used to. I still include the squats because I think people like squat programs. It's a very easy marker of progress. Hey, my squat went from 100 to 110 to 120. It's a really easy marker of progress. 20 rep max snatches and 10 rep max snatches, they're not as fun to train for a start, you know. And then also it's like, how much gymnastics work can I get people to tolerate? So I try and get people to either do some version of hanging or some version of handstand every day. Everyone, regardless of their level, they can do a wall walk, they can do low grade kick-ups, or they can do shoulder taps, or they can do handstand walks, freestanding handstands. That can do every day, and that's had the nice benefit of just pretty much eliminating shoulder injuries in my place, because their shoulders become bulletproof from that. So that's a very brief introduction to my program philosophy. Kind of went, okay, well, it was just, hey, CrossFit, yay, cool. Which has a place, don't get me wrong, to overly specific to how can I bury the work in something that's fun. So we do have a squat cycle, and that's probably the only thing that's rigid in its template. But our barbell work will vary a lot more to get people used to it, and I'll try and bury it as part of Metcon. So rather than just doing, hey guys, build to 1 rep max power clean, we'll do EMOM 15, 20 double unders, power clean, start at 80 kilos, or 80%, sorry, and add a kilo each round. Okay? That's why we got all the cool fractional plates, which you can look and see in the background. They should get hung on the wall soon. My advice to new coaches would be, one thing I have a beef with is that CrossFitters following a powerlifting template. This is just a personal beef, but for the sport of CrossFit, you don't need to be a powerlifter, okay? You don't need to follow like a Wendler factory. But that's just my philosophy. My philosophy is based on, you need to be shit hot at the Olympic lifts, handstands, and then doing that stuff at a high heart rate. You need to be, sorry, when I say handstands, all gymnastics. Most CrossFitters, in my experience, fail as a result of their grip-based gymnastics tolerance. You take, for example, Waterford, saw the workouts, and you can see, right, the first workout, run, 30 chest to bars, 15 deadlifts, and a drag. That run didn't count for much, okay? I didn't see everyone doing it, but just at a guess, it was 30 chest to bars, 15 pull-ups. Chris did 30 unbroken butterfly chest to bar pull-ups, and came in and told me this, and he had 4 no reps, so he did 34 in a row. I said, cool, how does deadlifts go? And he said, not well, okay? But for a CrossFitter, they need to be able to deadlift in a Metcon, not necessarily pull heavy singles, heavy triples. For that, you know, you see most CrossFitters, like let's take Fran, for example, most people will get through their thrusters, no problem. It's the pull-ups that are going to slow them down. Diane, it's the handstand push-ups that's the issue. Let's take Amanda, like arguably one of the coolest, best CrossFit workouts you can have. It's probably going to be the muscle-ups that cause an issue. You're probably...
Well, you've seen that in the Filthy 150 last year. Guys smashing snatches, going back to those rings, and muscle-ups gone. Air guy, Jack, bombed. And, sorry, Jack, but you did.
It's just that because gymnastics are so much tougher to train. Okay? When people are tired and they come in, they hit strength work, they hit barbell.
Yeah.
And we're the same. It's like, you know, we were yesterday, myself and Derek are chatting, or was it Tuesday? And we're like, okay, what do we need to do? And Derek's like, oh, well, I could probably just hit some benching and pull-ups. Like, dude, you don't need to do benching and pull-ups. You need to do burpees and wall balls and rowing and running and skipping and all that stuff that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, and gymnastics is horrible because it's all failure all the time. It's like kick up into a handstand. Well, you fell over.
Yeah.
Do it again, do it again, do it again. Whereas squatting, we can pick a weight that makes us nice and comfortable as well. So I'd be like, my advice would be is that, you know, don't use the deadlift as a marker of strength.
Yeah.
Try and use the Olympic lifts more, and do more gymnastics than you want to.
Cool. All right, guys. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with part 2, where we're going to discuss what it would take to be a CrossFit Games athlete from a guy that's been to the games and seen the best. And we're going to delve into some topics regarding cheesecake and barbells, Colm's issue with depression when he was 17, and just what he's planned for CrossFit Ireland and his everyday life. Okay, so see you back in a minute. So see you back in a minute. Try and do that properly. Yeah, okay, next time. Hey guys, don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button and check out FSM RX'd and be the first to get the latest interviews with top coaches and athletes. Also check out 365 Results for better tips and hints on fitness. Go over to our website crossfitfsm.ie and download your free Rogue Nutrition ebook, and check us out on Facebook and Instagram at CrossFit FSM.